New Jenny's pretty quiet. Just got set up. Different little spot outside of town here. Not a bad setup. I personally really like this little area. It's just outside of town. You get cell service. Starlink works good. You know, it's quick. 10 minutes. You're at a grocery store. It's one of those spots, you know? You know, I got a few more days and then I'm off. And then I'll be able to have a little adventure going towards the actual bush for a week, and we'll be at. Also, lesson learned. That blue little bin, yeah, that's all my utensils. They're all over the floor. Everything kind of toppled over. Make sure you secure things before you take off. I gotta clean that now and reorganize it all over again. So, just set up a little bit of a camp here. Frack's done, so that means I'm going to be transitioning over to days again, so that's what today is, my transition day. Learned a few lessons, as you've seen in the other clip. Secure things inside the camper. Though it's barely rocking, apparently stuff wants to go flying anyways. Just some sort of relax. I didn't really get much for dinner. I might just make some pasta and some stuff like that. I'm gonna grab some stuff tomorrow. That way, come days off, I don't have as much to grab. New Jenny seems to be working alright. I definitely can't wait to get the upgraded power system in here. The 15 amps is so-so. There's only so many things you can run, so right now I got the 2 electric heaters just warming it up in here, and then I'll drop it down to just one just to maintain it. We're in a nice little spot here. Like I showed you in the clip, but the window, this is, don't mind the mess, but you know, it's a nice little spot. I like it. It's a nice spot to set up for the nights that I'm on shift. The odd night I'll drive out west of town and stuff like that. But generally, for the most part, I really don't want to drive that far in the morning and at night after work. A lot of fuel, a lot of time, stuff like that. So, yeah, this is kind of the general area I hang out with. Once the ice starts damming up in here, unfortunately you can't get in here, so I'm going to make use of it while I can. Probably take up the campground and just outside of Rocky here. We'll see. Depends on how the winter goes. Like, if it stays brutally cold the entire time, I'll probably use campgrounds a lot just so I can hook up to power. But that said, once I have that power system in here, there's not going to be a whole lot of reason for it. I won't nearly need it a ton. I plan on making, you know, the power system inside the camper sufficient enough that Genny and any shore power, stuff like that, is generally to recharge, or if I'm using a lot of appliances for some reason, which during the winter is going to be mainly just the heat. The diesel heater is going to take over. Right now it's only going to -4. So like, I'm not really worried about it right now. Like, the electric heater is going to be sufficient enough right now. See how tonight goes once the sun goes down. It's only just 1:45, so still got a few daylight hours left, and then we'll go from there. If it starts getting too cold, well, then I'll just boot up the diesel heater. It's not a big deal. It takes 2 seconds to pipe it out. Yeah, I really do want to get that diesel heater actually installed. I think it'd just be so much better than that, because it uses about 240 watts on startup, and then it drops down to like a 20 to 30 watts, 40 if you have it like pumping, but it doesn't use a whole lot. So I get 14 hours with my Starlink and that running on my EcoFlow. If I get that power bank set up, that's like 3 times as capacity as EcoFlow. So it's going to be pretty good. I'm not going to stress about power too much. And like I said, I'm gonna buy the setup, start out with a smaller battery, and then I'm gonna stage it up. But the most expensive parts is gonna be that like controller and the panel and stuff like that. So right now that's the panel. So I'm thinking of putting the new panel. Sorry guys, here. Hold on. The new panel in this spot in place of it. Ditch that. I know those are sort of sketchy. There's no more than 3 plugged in at a time. It's my only 120 outlet in here. So I just bought that just so I can at least have three things plugged in at once. Be phone charger and a heater and stuff like that. Like, there's not a lot of high power things going through that. I know they're not that great, which is another reason why I can't wait to get that panel in here, because I am going to put more 120s. I'm going to put one up in the bed area. I'm going to keep the one that's there. I'm going to put one underneath the bench here. And I think that's probably about the only ones I'm gonna need. Honestly, I don't foresee needing any more than that. That's a lot. Toilet, I have used it a few times. Seems to be alright. It's a lot better than having to go outside and making a spot. I started looking into some induction cooktops. They're sort of pricey, but I think that I could probably find one for cheap. It's it's one of those things, like, I sort of wanted a 4-burner one, or 4-pot one. Anyways, equivalent to a 4-burner, and then put it in place of the stock stove. I think that'd be alright. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a couple of things that I wanted to look at. Yeah, definitely can't wait till days off. Christmas is on our doorstep, so I'm thinking of doing a Christmas episode. I believe I talked about that in the last vlog. Yeah, I gotta pick up some decorations and stuff like that. See how that goes, see what I can find. Not gonna go too hog wild. It is just me, so I'm gonna get a couple small, maybe some string lights and stuff. Yeah, it's I'm enjoying this camper so far. That's a big for sure. I was gonna film this on my camera. Realized I forgot my battery and charger in my SUV, and I don't feel like running all the way back to the other side of town and up the highway. I'll probably just stop on the way home from work tomorrow, or to work, depending if I have a job up or not. Yeah, I don't got a whole lot to talk about in this one. There hasn't been a whole lot of exciting things happening. Put a new air filter in the truck. Woo! I did get new drag link ends, so I suppose eventually I should tackle that, because they are getting really, really, really bad. I get their end of life at the very least. Quite honestly, I'm surprised I don't go death wobble or anything. But anyways, that's all I got for this vlog. Next week I'll actually have a video for you, because yeah, I won't be working. Might do some cooking vlogs and stuff like that. I got nothing worthwhile right now, unless you want to see me stir noodles. But yeah, I'm gonna relax and stuff like that. I'm just trying to stay consistent with the videos. Oh, I will be doing a live. I guess not this weekend, it'd be next weekend. So the 20th? 18th? Yeah, it'd be the 20th, I believe. I'm gonna schedule it anyway, so you'll see it come up. But yeah, it'll be that weekend. Not this weekend coming, but next weekend. I'm gonna try a live, try out Starlink, see how it is. And then if it all goes well, we'll keep doing them. I think the lives could be a cool way to interact with you guys and maybe get some more people on the channel. We'll see how that goes. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the video. So I'll release the Friday, and then the Saturday will be the live stream. That will be on here. I know Instagram too could do it, but I think I'm gonna try and keep them on here, just because this is more of where I'm gonna do. Oh, knocked you over. Sorry, guys. But this is more of where I'm gonna do this kind of stuff. And then I'm gonna really, really try and crack down on getting regular videos too, because I know most of you subscribe for that stuff. So we'll try and as I go places, do things, I'll try and just film, get some footage as I guess a backlog of stuff, so if I don't get out and do anything or don't feel like filming, then all I gotta do is just slap together some footage and edit it up and stuff like that, and then you still get a video. So yeah, stay tuned for the live. Look forward to seeing how many people actually join, and like I said, if it goes well, I'll keep doing them. The first live I've ever done on anything, so bear with me. It might not be so smooth, but I will try. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. And yeah, stay tuned for that live in the next video. Catch you on the next one.